Well, I did when I looked last, but that didn't last very long. I'm going to take my sweater off because I'm toasty warm. Okay, so tonight, I wanted to show you kind of a fun fold card, a couple of different ways, a masculine and a feminine type. The leftovers from the layouts that I made last week. I'm going to use some of that paper that's left over, and then I'm nature walk, nature walk for the masculine one. And I have a technique, so I'm going to use some dyes, and I'm going to use some inks, actually markers, those Stampin' Blends, and an ink pad, and fun fold and cardstock. That's it. Pretty simple. Um, However, it's gonna. Okay. Oh, I don't want to lose that. Uh, hmm. Camera out of the chickens. Something's been creating a little havoc out there, and we're trying to figure out what it is. So, I'm going to. I can't tell if anybody's on because I can't see any of the comments. But let me look real quick and see if I can see anything on Facebook. See if I can tell if anybody's here. I cannot. I have it up where I can see the comments though, if we get any. Okay, so let me. I don't know if I have enough room here or not. Let me move these out of the way. Okay. I think I have room now. All right. Let me move the camera down so you can see what I'm working on. Oh, boy, that's up high, isn't it? Can you tell Arlo was over? He was helping Gigi. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, these are for the other card. So, I have a fun fold. This is 5.5 by 12 inches long. Okay. And you're going to score it at 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. Okay. So that's what I did here. And then I folded a valley fold and a mountain fold and a valley. So it's mountain, valley, valley, mountain. Okay. So you do it like that. And then I didn't really burnish them. I just kind of pressed them down with my hand. So I'll go ahead and burnish them here so that you can see that they're nice and crisp. Okay. So this one's going to be pretty quick, except for I haven't finished the details on it yet. So what I'm going to do here is just add, this is part of the, that paper pack. It has the little hearts with in the rainbow shape, kind of like the embossing folder is. And I'm just going to get it as even as I can in the center there. And then I'm going to take this. I might want to stamp on that first. So let me take these and I will add them to the sides where they need to go. Okay. This card's going to go together pretty quickly. It's the masculine card that's going to take a little more time. So these, and I'm just trying to line it up so that it's got a similar amount on each side, around each edge. That way you've got a little bit of the black showing around the whole thing. See? And then when it folds, it's going to be like that. Okay? So all right. These are, like I said, 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And you can actually you can make them a little bigger if you don't want as much black showing. You can make them a little bigger. I wanted that extra black showing. It's up to you. It's your card. And because this is directional, I'm making sure that the hearts are right side up. Okay, so now we have that. Okay, this is just going to be simple. So I have my Valentine set down here somewhere. I probably should have pulled that out before I just set everything aside. Okay, so I have, my nose is itching. Endless Love stamps and the dies. I think I'm going to do Happy Valentine's Day. And I didn't even put these together. Did you notice that? I didn't put them together in the same package that I normally do when I get it. Let me see. I want Happy Valentine's Day. That's what I'm going to do. So, that one, where's the happy? I just saw it. Oh, happy's over here. And day. Happy and day. I'm just going to take that off. I need my block. Okay. So, I'm going to put Valentine's Day, or Valentine's right across there. And then I'm going to put day right here. I'm trying to make sure it's the right direction because I almost put it on upside down. And then happy. Happy goes here. Happy. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. I'm going to condition the stamps because I want the ink to stay nice and strong. I'm going to move that out of the way and I'm going to bring the Memento black ink in. Now, sometimes I use my stamp positioner. My box of Kleenex fell. Must have been wiggling the table too much. Okay. Just going to put this right here. Press down good. Now I usually, like I said, I usually use my stamp positioner to do these so that I can get a dark enough image that I want. But I didn't do that today. And it looks fine. I think it looks fine. Okay, now I'm going to put some red hearts on here too. So let me get my real red. And then I'll get my little block. I might want a little bit bigger block. See if I can get it on this one. I think maybe. Okay, gotta condition that one too. Okay, so ink that up. I want to put it over here. I think I'm going to put it. What else do I have? Oh, I have X's and O's. I could put X's and O's. There's to and from, and today and always, hugs and kisses, sending you love, X's and O's. Okay. There's that. Okay. This is going to go on the inside of the card. Oh, I know what I want. I want a little strip of white because I do want to put Hugs and kisses. And use hugs and kisses on here. Move. Let's see. Got my handy dandy little dirty. It's got all this stuff on it. All the fluff from something. I don't know. This one. I like this. It's it doesn't matter what color you put on it. Oh, that's not big enough. Okay. Well, alrighty. Take that there, I think, somewhere. I might have them backwards. Oops. If I can get it disconnected from my fingernail. Are you guys ready for Valentine's Day? I'm not. I'm just working on them now. I should have had them ready. But I still have time. It's a month away. There's still time. Okay. Alrighty. So, let's see. Do we have a little die for that one? Ooh. Don't know that will work. There's a little tag. Oh, look at that. I probably didn't give it enough room though. But it doesn't have to be. So when you do these, when you cut your, you can just go with the flow of with what you have and just die cut that. Oh, oops. I was prepared for the next card. Oh yeah. We'll do this one. Run it through. I have to change my mat. Okay. So, the reason I had to change my mat is because this is a rubber mat and it's the silicone craft mat that your when you do the gluing, the glue sticks to this, but it comes right off, dries and comes right off. I'm going to use this to emboss. I'm going to use this to emboss. It's not perfect, but it'll work. At least for what I'm doing, it's close enough. If you want to be a perfectionist and recut it, restamp it and recut it, that's up to you. I'm going with the flow. Get this set back up so that's ready to go when I need it. Okay, so now all I have to do, oh, I kind of wanted that cut out too. I do want that cut out. I can get it off the, see, I wasn't prepared, sorry. I like to take these off and put them on magnet sheets because it's so much easier to take apart. So, what I will do, not really, but I will make one. Okay, so I want to do this in red. What do I do with my red? Here? Didn't have it. Oh, it's down here. So I keep all of my scrap stock that I got in from close to my heart, and I'm just trying to pick a red that will go with that red. Not red. Let me see. I might have to get a new paper. Yep. I'll just get the red from up here. Oh, there's Poppy Parade. I bet it's Poppy Parade. Ta-da! Okay. I think that one is the red. This is Poppy Parade. So let me cut it down so I can put the dye on it and run it through my machine. I'm going to just do it at 6 inches. I'm sure I'll use the rest of that on something. Okay. So I'm going to, now if I can get it off the plastic plate. I have mine pretty solid. Okay. Just making my sandwich like I always do. Make sure it's on there right. Run it through. Okay. That was a maiden voyage on on those plates because I hadn't used them yet. Okay. Well, that's kind of a cool heart. So, get that poked out. Where's my pokey tool? Where'd I put? Oh, it's over here. I was using it earlier. I just didn't put it away. But at least it wasn't lost. Okay, that's what I wanted. Right there. Isn't that cool? Now did it? Oh, did it slide? That's sad. Didn't. I must have had it on the edge of the paper. It didn't come out quite perfect, but that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm going for anyway, right? I have up here the rest of that paper pack. So I'm just going to take a look right here, I think, if I can get enough of that. Maybe not. Just wanted, right, oh, that's right on the back. Well, I wanted, maybe that'll work. Okay. So now I'm going to put this back through the die cutter. Put this die on there, the magnetic base. If you don't have a magnetic base, all the time. All the time. Okay. That can go up there. So, put that back. All right. Let me bring this down here. I'm going to put this on the inside. Okay. And we're almost done with this card, guys. Almost. Just going to try to get it even along all the edges. And then this is going to go here. Let's see. This is going to go on the front. But I need a piece that goes there. I don't know that I want the red. Already got red there. Maybe I'm just looking for a little scrap that I can use that's going to be over top. No, I think I don't really want No, I think I'll do it white. I think I'll do a white piece. Okay, so this is 2.5, I think. Let me measure it just to make sure. It is 2 3/4, so I'm glad I didn't do that. So this one is 2.5, which will be perfect. Turn it the same way the other one was cut. 2.5 by 2.5 will give me a perfect little border. And I'm not going to stamp on it. I was just looking for my tape gun. And it wasn't under my desk because it was laying on top of it. Some days, you guys. So, what day was it? Was it Monday? Might have been Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. We were at Wilco and I went, oh, the chicks are coming back. And Steve said no. He said, you don't need no more chicks. He doesn't know. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put adhesive on just one half of this, so that when it opens like that. Okay, so that's all I'm doing, and I don't want it right on the point to point. I'm getting it off to the left a little bit, but I am going to add quite a bit of adhesive. You can add glue. The liquid glue will help you. It gives you a little more time to move it around. I didn't want to mess with it tonight. Now, because I have the white core cardstock, I don't know if you can see that, but the white core cardstock shows. So if you didn't want that to show, you could run it along your black ink pad. Line this up. I'm going to get it a little more close to the top than the bottom, but I want those points right in the middle. Okay, that way when you open it, it goes like that. Okay, now I'm going to take the heart and I'm going to add adhesive. Now I could pop that up. So something else you can do. I don't have a clean one here. Oh, there's a clean sponge. Can you believe that? Okay, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add a little bit of red to the heart, along the edge of the heart. See that? And it just gives it a little more dimension. Just a little bit. There. Just like that. You probably can't tell. But I can tell. And if you do this at home, or at one of your crops, you'll be able to tell too. So I might, I was going to say, do I want to pop that up? I'm just going to lay it flat. I'm not going to pop it up. This one here, I am going to add a little adhesive to it, this liquid glue, because I don't want to try to get the, and this is not a perfect heart, by the way, but, you know, I don't think my grandkids or I should say great-grandkids, I don't think they're going to mind. And if you wanted, you could tuck it underneath. So let me do that. Nobody will even notice. Let's see if I can get there we go. Lift that up a little bit and then I can get that under there. So now I can go, let me lift that up a little bit. As long as it's not over this edge of the card, it will be fine. And then I can go like that, maybe. And you won't even notice. Oh, well. You won't even notice. There. Now, remember the little shaker stuff I got? There. And put one down here. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of this out. I'm going to put, the little lips are so cute. Now, these can pop off, and if they pop off and you send them to a little one, that can be not good. So let me get a couple of other hearts here, because I don't want a white on white, but I want a red one. I can find a red one. Those are lips. Didn't they have red hearts? No. They have light pink and dark pink. Light pink and dark pink hearts. And then the little envelopes. Okay. So there's a pink one. Well, if it'll stay on there. Maybe another envelope over here. And then lips up here. These are almost, they feel like rubber. Like they're a spongy rubber kind of thing. Different. Okay. Little more putty out because that's kind of dried up. I just don't want to get too much because it can come out pretty quick. Okay. So now, let me see if I can pick up. What do I want in there? Oh, maybe a little pink heart. All right, now I'm going to have to let that dry. But I'm going to put this on right across there. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll pop that up. Ooh, do I have any? I don't think I have gold cording, but I don't have any red or pink. I think I'll just pop it up and then worry about that later. That one will fit there. I don't know that it'll fit. Barely. I think I'm going to get a smaller, I know I have somewhere here, a thing of smaller, there they are. I know I have an open one somewhere, but I don't know where. It's not hopping out at me. This is actually the second sheet of mini dimensionals. I can get the word out right. Okay, so I'm just going to take the covers off of those and put that right across there. There you go. Happy Valentine's Day. So that's the Valentine cards. That's the Fun Fold feminine. You could do that for either. Definitely masculine. I guess you could do it for feminine card as well if you have somebody that likes to work in like mechanical gears and things like that. This one though, this one's a little bit different. This one is going to be some fun techniques. So let me get that. All right, so here's the gears. We're going to use the gears. And I have some of it cut already. I don't know that I have all of it ready. I know I don't have all of it ready because I have to emboss the paper. That's why I have that set up over here already. What did I do with it? I set it up over here. Okay. So that's, Okay, I think I'm ready for that part now. So let me show you what I did first. Okay, so I did the same card. This is a 12 inches wide or long by 5.5 by 12, and I scored it at 2, 4, 8, and 10. And then I took and folded these back even with those lines. Okay, so that's going to make, it's going to look like that. Okay, now for the inside of the card, I have the black, and this is I think it's called linen. It's one of the close to my heart ones, but it went well with this card, with this inside. Okay, I'm going to stamp on that, but not yet. Okay, so I have some gears here. Started out silver. Okay, just like that, shiny silver. Okay, I embossed it with the dies. So what I did, I watched a video, and I can't remember the lady's name, but I'll find it for you. And actually, I might have it right here. Frenchie Stamps. She's another demonstrator and fantastic artist. I love to watch her videos. So I cut the silver, the metallic silver paper. I cut it, and then I used a emery board. This is just, I think this is from Dollar Tree from like 10 years ago. I've had it in my stash, and I use it all the time. So you just take it and you rough up your silver. You can do it all the different directions. You can do it one direction. It doesn't really matter. Okay. You rough it up. Then, let me get my little sheet out here. Okay. So then, I'm doing my version of it. Okay. She used a little bit different stuff. Sorry, I was just checking. Do this and distress it and make it look weathered. Okay, so I have dark old olive, and I have light pretty peacock. All I did, and I did this before I did the embossing. Okay, I created this all, and all I did was I took this over and just kind of wiped it everywhere, just kind of crazy. I didn't try to do any design. I do need a Kleenex though, so I have to pick that up. So, and then I just kind of wiped some of it. I let it dry, but only for a little, just about as long as I did there. Not much came off. So then I'm using the brush tip, and I'm just going to go over bits. And when you do this, sometimes it'll take off the copper clay that I put on first. And then, so sometimes it'll take off more. It depends upon how wet this is, okay? So I'm going to go over this just a little bit more because that was a little darker than I wanted it to be. So I'm just kind of taking stuff off. Okay, now I'm going to take the brush end again, and I'm just going to go like this with the green. This is the olive green, okay? Put the cap on. And by the time you put the cap on and you move it around a little bit, there. That's it. That's all I'm going to do, okay? Now, I need to take the black. This is the Memento Black. You can use StazOn. You can use probably any black. I mean, you're not going to put very much on there. I just want a little bit on the edges as well if you want to. Well, if I can get it to. Okay. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, and I'll let you see that up close. Okay, now they will all turn out different. Unless you do a big sheet and do them all at the same, bring this plate over. And I'm going to put it on the rubber mat. This is that silicone mat. Okay, and I'm just going to put it on here. Just kind of position these different ways. Just kind of like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll bring that up so you can see a little bit different. Okay. And then because this is the rubber mat, the silicone mat, it's not going to cut through that. It is only going to impress. I do need to put, let me get it here. I took 2 pieces of cardstock. And this is the thin cardstock. This is the, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's the one, I think this is the Nina. It's called Nina Bright. It's not Stampin' Up. It's just something I had in my stash that it's a thin cardstock. I wouldn't make cards out of it. It's too thin. Okay, and then you just put it on your very tight. It is not going to impress it very, like, it's not going to be hard to run through at all. Not at all. But you'll see here in a second. Oh, almost lost a die. I don't want to do that. All right. Let me bring this back over. There. That's it. I like it. So now I can put the dies aside. Oh, they're right here. The holder is right there. I don't want to lose any of them. Now, this just kind of wipes off. You can put a little bit of hand sanitizer on it. Don't put very much because it just moves it around. But it will clean that off for you. Really pretty good, actually. Okay, so look at that. Yeah. Okay, so that's clean. I can use it for use it another time. Okay, so markers are done. What else do I need here? I have these are some of my gears I cut out already. And I have a couple of them already distressed because I distressed them after I cut them out. So these are just extra pieces and you can use them or you don't have to. I have some yet, which I was a little bummed, but that's okay. I can show them to you when they come in. And they are not Stampin' Up, but they are spinners. And so I am going to put a spinner behind some of these when I make some more cards with these gears because I love these gears. And I'm trying to look and see where oh, I know where it is. I made a, what is it called? A mixed media. I did a canvas with mixed media on it and used gears on it years ago. This is like 2014, 2015 maybe? Somewhere in there. Years and years ago. Long time. 10 years now at least. So, okay. So these will be my embellishments. And I'm going to glue this together. Right? I'm not going to glue. I'm going to tape. So I'm just going to put it down the sides. It's not going to take much. Now remember, this is not cardstock. This is the Designer Series paper. But I really liked it. And this is the same paper pack that Frenchie used, and I loved the way hers turned out. Okay. Now I could have used the back side on the inside. When you make these, you can make them any way you want. I did a second one here, and I really like that too. But I'm going to stick with the dark one. I like the dark one. So, on this, okay, so now I need to decorate this. So what I'm going to do with that, I am going to get this, what is it called? Slate? Smoky slate. I'm going to get the smoky slate, and then I have to find my stamps. Where did I put them? Up here? No. Not there. Not there. They're here. Let me find them. I know they're here. I know I didn't just buy the dies. Let's see, where did I put them? Oh, they were up here. Okay, so now I need to stamp with the stamps, the gear stamps, and they have some pretty cool things. Lines. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp a couple of gears right here and a couple up here, and that's it. So I think I'll use the smaller gears. I might stamp something else in there. We'll see. Condition it again, or not again, but because I haven't used these yet. Let me see if I can stamp this off a little bit. I don't want to use that. Let me get a piece of white here somewhere. I have white all over the place. You would think I could. Okay, that's going to be dark if I don't stamp it off. So. And maybe I'll stamp one that's solid right there. I guess I could have stamped it off on the... There we go. Okay. That's it. That's what I'm going to do to put on the inside of the card. Something super simple. Had to remember where I put the card. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't stamp a greeting in there. So now I have to do it after I put it here. There's a little bit of adhesive sticking out there. There. Look at that. Okay. So, what do I want to stamp in here? Let's see. There's no words on this. Well, let's just go with the Valentine, because that's what I was going to use it for anyway, right? Let me see. Where's the Valentine stamp? It's under the dies there. Okay. I do have that big Valentine stamp, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to put, this is the Valentine one. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm just going to use that one. It's easy. I don't have to think. But I want Valentine's to be right side up. Valentine's Day. Okay, get my block. Make sure that it's seasoned. It worked well with the other one. Ooh, you know what? I want to do black. I think I'll do the gray. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do peacock. I have pretty peacock. I'm going to use pretty peacock. Okay. It's nice and inked up. I'm just going to put it right there. Hopefully, it's a little crooked. Oh well. There. I like it. Okay, now I get to put this on. And actually I need two of these. Because this one I'm going to do a little different. Very similar. Almost exactly the same, but a little different. So, where'd my piece of black go? I thought I had an extra piece. Maybe. Oh, it's too small. Alright, let me grab my black. Let me just grab a piece up here. Oh. I may have used it's here. Nothing else I have and it'll be fine. Different. It's a heavier cardstock, but that's okay. I just need two squares that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And because I'm going to change the cardstock, I'm going to do it on both layers. 2 3/4. I'm going to turn it this way and do 2 3/4. And another 2 3/4. Okay. There is a reason that I'm doing two. Okay, so I am going to put a little bit of adhesive here to hold these down because I don't want them in my way. Okay, it's not going to be much. It's just going to be a little dollop here and there on each corner. Okay, and you don't have to do this. It is totally fine without it. But I just want mine stuck down. Okay. Okay, so now and see, I should have folded this better because I have an opening down here. But as long as you don't tell somebody that that's not supposed to be there, they're not going to know. They are not going to know. Okay, so I don't know if I want to adhere that yet. I want to adhere this one. Yes. Ooh, that's still kind of tacky. So you can, if you want, you can, I'm getting black on me. Let me kind of burnish that in a little bit. All I'm doing is like lifting the wet ink off. It's still going to have the patina. You still see the black on there. It's just not going to get all over me. You can put embossing powder on there and emboss it with the heat gun. I'm not going to mess with that. Okay. So, I'm going to put adhesive on the backs. And if you find that this regular adhesive on with your tape guns, whichever, is not enough, then you can use the red line tape or you can use glue. And if you want to make this a little bit smaller so you have less of a black outline, that's up to you too. I just like the thicker black outline. I think it makes everything pop a little bit more. I do like, on some cards, I do like a really fine black line around everything. But, and now I need a new cutting blade. Fuzzy edges. And the solid core and the white core cardstock. The white core, I don't get near that much foot. Okay, so I have to figure out which one I want. Oh, see that? I used that one on this one, and I didn't on this one. Okay, so this is going on the top. This one is going this way. This one is going this way, right there. Okay. So, I'm going to put adhesive on this side. But I'm not going to put it point to point because I don't want the adhesive sticking over that edge, you know, so that it's going to get stuck. I don't want it to get stuck to the other, you know, I don't want it stuck where it's not supposed to be stuck. How's that? That's what I meant to say. Nope. I want it right in the middle. I don't want it to hang off on either edge. And I'm going to put this one behind. So, let's see. I think I'm going to do, let me do it that way. The side, because I don't want it to be, I don't want it to adhere to the inside of the card. Because this one's going to be on the, kind of in the middle. All those tape pieces down. Oh, you know what I want to do? This is what I want to do. I want to line it up with this. Because I want it to be hidden behind that one. I don't want it to show out. Okay, there we go. See that? You can only see the one. You can only see this one, the top one. But look at that. Pretty cool, huh? And it stands up. So you can decorate these how you want. I'm going to put mine, I'm going to pop that up on a pop dot, a dimensional. How's that? Got the right word. I'm going to put that on a dimensional right in the middle there. Okay. No, I'm going to put the smaller ones on. I have them. I might as well use them, right? Okay. I'm going to put these. The backing didn't stay on. Okay. I'm going to do right like there. About there. Do I want any more adhesive on it? Don't want it on this side. That should be fine. Just like that, I think. And then these I'm going to use liquid glue because I don't have anything small enough to go on here. And maybe over here or a small one. I think I'll put the small one. And then the other one I'll put on the end there. See, when I get those little spinner things, I can put a spinner right here and not use adhesive, and then you'll be able to spin the gear. I think that'll be pretty cool. I'm going to put this one right here. And I'm going to use the liquid glue because I'm not going to pop it up. I'm just going to stick it straight down because with it being on the underneath side, I don't want it to be too bulky. Just like that. There. There. What do you think? And see, I did the first card different because it only has one triangle on it, and I didn't fold these back, right? But it also stands up. So you could put something else here. You could put more of those little embellishments down the side. You could put the little hearts over the hearts if you wanted. You can put rhinestones. You can do whatever you want. Look at how dirty my hands are from all that. Yep. But that's the Valentine cards. There's the masculine one and the feminine one. What do you think? Tell me which one you like the best. They are different, but I thought that was a cool idea, and I loved how she did it, and I wanted to share it because I love the gears. So I have another one ready to work on here. So I might play with that one a little bit. This one here, I started with the cardstock base, and then put the decorative paper over top, the designer series paper over top. And then this one, I started with the designer series paper and just added a little bit of cardstock here and there. But isn't that cool? When it's closed and it fits in an A2 envelope, and it's mailable because it's not too thick. Now that might cause it a little bit of a problem, but it shouldn't be too much. Also, if you wanted to give your gears a patina, like I did here, you can do it in this form, in the like the solid. Just, cut your square and then, or use a big piece. It doesn't matter. It depends upon how many gears you're going to cut out of it. But you can do it all to this piece of paper. Heat set it if you want. You can do the heat embossing on it or whatever, and then you can die cut them, and you'll have your images like this. Or you can do it after it's cut out. I think it would be easier to do it as a sheet like this than it is to do it like this, but it works either way, whichever is easiest for you. And the Stampin' Blends work great because they're alcohol based. So the alcohol helps them dry on that shiny metallic paper. And I can't remember if it was Frenchie or somebody else, but somebody else showed some of these gears in the gold and the like copper, and what is that new earthen tone? I think it's called earthen tone, is the new brown metallic that came out around Christmas time. So I think they turned out pretty cute. I like them. And if you didn't want to put your message here, you could always add, or you have, more you want to say, you can add a piece of white cardstock back here and put your message on that too, if this doesn't give you enough room. You could add white here. I like it the way it is. So let me know in the comments what you think. And I'll see you next week. And next week is a scrapbook page.